Hey guys, welcome to my channel. You can call me Chi, and I don't really know how I want to start this video, but if you've been following me for a while, you'd know that I love ColourPop and I've done a ton of videos on their products, but I think I need to go on a ColourPop hiatus. I think it is widely known in the beauty community that ColourPop is constantly dropping new products every week or so, and it is kind of hard to keep up with them. So for the past year and a half since I got into ColourPop, I have been trying to collect all of their products, and I really love the packaging, the items that they come out with, the colors that they have. So I guess you can call me a ColourPop collector, but I've noticed that recently ColourPop seems to have prioritized quantity over quality, and that kind of shows up in the products that they, sell to us. For example, I've noticed that since the fall 2017 collection launch, their Supershock Shadows have been arriving broken and shrunken in the mail, and I think they've tweaked their formula a little bit because this didn't used to happen, and I have a ton of Supershock Shadows from them. I have like almost all of their Supershock Shadows from their permanent collection, and I managed to collect them all in perfect condition. So I think they changed something, and now the heat during shipment causes the Supershock Shadows to shrink and dry up during shipment, and I live in Singapore, so it takes about a week, sometimes 2 weeks for it to reach me, and during this time I've noticed that my Supershock Shadows have been arriving broken. So I do wish that ColourPop would fix this issue, fix the formula, or work something out with USPS to provide us with faster shipping so that these, products do not arrive shrunken and broken in the mail. It's really not very nice. And I know some of you out there are like, oh, big deal, just press the Supershock Shadow back together. That's the beauty of the formula. It's so squishy anyway. But like, what if you're giving these away as gifts and, no one likes to receive broken makeup? You paid good money for this, you should receive it in good condition. Another contributing point to my hiatus is that ColourPop seems to be releasing very neutral and safe kind of colors. I mean, back in the day, they used to have fun, vibrant colors, especially for their liquid lipstick shades. They had blues and purples, and those were really, fun colors that you do not find elsewhere in other brands. But now it seems like ColourPop has lost their touch, and other indie brands are coming up with these fun colors instead. And ColourPop, it seems to be the brand you would go for or look towards if you need those fun colors for a costume or an event or whatever. But it's like those shades do not exist in ColourPop any longer. Now it's like ColourPop's releasing shades that are 90% similar to each other. It's either a warmer version, a cooler version, something with more glitter, less glitter, a different finish, but essentially the same color as something they already have. And as a ColourPop collector, I still have the urges to purchase these products, even though I know they look very boring and they probably look the same as what I already have. So the consumerism game is really strong with ColourPop, so I have been trying to really take a step back to see if I really need, that new item that ColourPop is launching. If you've watched my ColourPop Holiday 2017 video, I lip swatched all of their liquid lipsticks in that collection, and that liquid lipstick collection was so safe and neutral. It only had red tones and pink tones, and all of them pretty much had a dupe with the existing collection. I showed comparisons between like their current collection and the holiday collection, and a lot of the shades look very similar to each other. So really, ColourPop. However, I will say that they did a good job with the 15 Supershock Shadows that they recently launched a while back. Those really brought the color back to ColourPop, and I really liked that collection. It had very different colors, and it was very refreshing to see those colors back in ColourPop. Similar to my previous points of colors, I feel like ColourPop has been releasing new products of the same colors, just in different formulas or finishes. So for example, like a matte liquid lipstick, but this time in a satin version with a different name so that you wouldn't know. Or a Supershock Shadow, but in a pressed eyeshadow form. And they don't tell you it's the same shade as what they already have, and it may be like, 5% different, just a little bit cooler, a little bit warmer, a little bit more red in this, a little bit more glitter or something like that, but it's essentially the same thing. And on your face, you really can't tell the difference between this or that. It's as if ColourPop is releasing new products just for the sake of releasing something new, but it's the same thing as what you already have in your collection if you are a ColourPop collector. and then it gets so hyped up on social media and they're saying, oh, this color is so gorgeous, you need it and it's so beautiful and whatnot. But you really don't. So for example, the new Lux Lipsticks, which just launched last month, I found a post on Instagram comparing some of the colors in the Lux Lipsticks range with the lippy sticks, and there are quite a few similarities between both of them. Some of them even look like exact dupes. And I know they discontinued some colors in the lippy sticks range and it reappeared in the Lux Lipstick range, and that is totally fine. It's just that ColourPop renamed these products so that you would think like these colors are totally brand new and different, but it's actually not very much different from what they originally had. And the Lux Lipsticks are also, cheaper. They cost less in terms of dollar per gram as compared to the lippy sticks. So yeah, I'm fine with all that. I just wish that ColourPop wouldn't change the name as well if they are going to be so similar to what they already have or had. So I initially thought that I needed most of the Lux lipsticks because some of the colors are really gorgeous, but after seeing this dupe photo, I'm like, nah, not really. I have the lippy sticks versions of what I want from this photo that I have found. So yeah, money saved on that. Another thing that really annoys me is that everything in ColourPop seems to be limited edition. Like every new collection seems to be limited edition and they hype it up as such, and then the collection sells out within 10 minutes from their launch time, and 10 AM Pacific Standard Time is 2 AM in Singapore for me, so staying up for a makeup launch is totally ridiculous. I could be sleeping and enjoying my sleep during this time in preparation for the next day. And so yeah, I have kind of stopped doing this already because I have not been very impressed with the ColourPop launches, and also I'm trying to save money instead of spending everything on makeup. But even so, it sends everyone on a frenzy, and then it gets even more hyped up because things sell out so fast, and then limited edition kind of just loses its meaning because it's supposed to be limited quantities or while stocks last, but a few hours later ColourPop announces that these items are going to be restocked at a further date. So why in the world would I need to stay up for a launch if it's going to be restocked in the future anyway? And these limited edition things kind of stick around for a very long period of time. So a fine example of this is all the collab collections that ColourPop has, and these all claim to be limited edition, but most of them have stuck around for a few good months, so you have more than enough time to actually pick up these products. And when they sell out, they usually get restocked anyway. It's not like once they're gone, they're gone. So if you're feeling bummed out about not being able to purchase something that is a limited edition in ColourPop, fear not. The item will be restocked and it will stick around for a good amount of time, so you can always wait around and save up your money in order to purchase that, and also have the time for reviews to show up on the internet. So ColourPop's swatches are not the best, and most of the time colors appear different in person than what they show on their website, so it's always good to wait around for reviews and stuff like that. So as much as I hope for beauty brands to let consumers know how long a collection is going to stick around for instead of calling it limited edition, because it's not really limited edition, I understand that it is a marketing strategy, but it's just not very nice on consumers. Also, ColourPop collections tend to sell out very fast, so I kind of think that they should know by now that since their customer base is so wide, they should produce more stock for their launch so that it goes a good amount of time before selling out, instead of having sold out within a few minutes and then getting everyone hyped up about the collection that they really needed. It's a really toxic game. So yeah, do you feel the same way as me about ColourPop and other beauty brands, or is it just me? Let me know in the comments below because I would love to read and hear your thoughts about this as well. But thanks for checking out my video and sticking all the way to the end, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon in my next video. Bye bye!